Hi, hello, welcome back to the next episode. I feel like I should stop naming the episodes in case we we have to like cut episodes in half. So this is another episode of Icewind Dale, right with the Frostmaiden. We've had a little bit of a break ourselves, so we might not know what really going on. So continuity wise, who knows? I'm Barnaby. I am the DM here at the Imaginary Tavern. Then we have
Hello, my name is Mark. I am playing Pignut, the Herringon Ranger. Sarah,
Oh, hey,
that's a
hey.
ranger.
Famously a ranger, which I did not forget. And I knew all along that he was a ranger.
I feel like everyone should know that she had no idea what class I was, and yeah, there's context for that.
Stop
Mark's-
metagaming.
Mark's done a really good job of letting me forget it. I'm so sorry.
Never forgotten, never.
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Baskia, who is a monk elf. Thank you for remembering.
Hello, I am Bing, and I play Topiary Erda, a dangerous cannibal who's plotting to kill her teammates. We don't tell them that. That'd be
and
metagaming.
let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. If you've just joined us, it's going to be a very different experience. Lovely. So last time you guys found yourself in Bremen, not Brendan or Brennan, Bremen, where there was a sea monster on the lake which was attacking fishes. You ended up chatting with the sea monster, naming it Barbecue, and sending it off to one of the other towns to terrorize the priests of the Frostmaiden in another part of Tin Towns. You met a member of the Arcane Brotherhood who didn't really care for the other members, called Denzel. And who helped you. Can everyone else hear the dog barking?
Yes.
Great. There it goes again. And
It's boy.
It's boy. There we go. You discovered Denzel sort of put into context that these golden handprints would be coming from a powerful druid, perhaps the frost druid, Ravison, who you have heard a few times, who may be a bit of a ringleader of the druids and the ones who are controlling the priests, who are spreading discourse around Tin Towns. Heading back to Targos, you were accosted by a dog called Boy, whose owner had disappeared, or no, that's wrong, not disappeared, who was attacked by a big white dog, according to Boy, on Kelvin's Khan, a large mountain out in the Arctic tundra of Tin Towns. You gathered up supplies, you spoke with his husband, Keenan, and learned a little bit more about Garrett and the three adventurers, the three explorers who wanted to head to Kelvin Khan under Garrett's watchful gaze. You headed directly across the snow plains, where you found yourself accosted by a voice. High on a snowbank above you, you can see branch-like lights, 4 of them, and you can hear the voice of a woman. I am the voice of Oriel. I speak for her. Return to your homes. Otherwise, you will reap her suffering. You will fall here and be sacrificed to Oriel. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, straight in.
Straight in.
Good Lord. Oh, yes.
Ooh, that dice needs to go away already.
Keep it. I like it.
Nope. In the bin. Right. So, anyone above 20?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah. 23 too.
Who would like to go first out of you two?
Are you more Dexy or am I?
I feel like we're both pretty Lexi. I've got 19 on Nidex.
I think I'm 18, so you go first. Yeah.
All right.
We got Pignuts, followed by Baskia. Topiary, where did you fall?
I rolled a 7, but I got so I'm 6. Sorry, I muted a bit there. I've got these new dice and I can't actually read the 7 very well.
Oh,
It's
no.
not painted well.
So you got 6 Topiary, lovely.
Yeah.
Then we've got...
Who have we got? Sorry,
We've got other things. Other things.
Things, plural. Good grief.
Oh,
Let's have multiple things in one big thing. Surely.
What if we have? What are multiple
Well, if
big
action
things?
economy teaches us anything, maybe not.
right.
Anyway,
what
so
do you do with Boy? Does Boy have an initiative?
Boy, let's just for ease sake, Boy will float around in the combat. He might come in, come out, but he's not a combatant. He's not going to be able to do any damage to anything.
Cool.
He's built for speed and taking sledges across the Arctic. He's not built for fighting. What you see as you look up this snowdrift, which would take you about 2 sort of movement actions to get up because it's difficult terrain, because you'd be sinking into the snow. So it's about 30 feet up, but difficult to climb. The blizzard begins to clear, and you start to see coming out of the shadow of the blizzard, you see a woman clad in white furs, silvery hair with sort of teased back into sort of a back comb, big mess of hair, wearing sort of a polar bear cloak. She is sitting on top of a huge white moose with antlers glowing a sickly green. As she is mounted on top of it, she sort of gets off, and the moose moves to one side, and so does a second one. And she is flanked by these 2 huge moose on top of this snowbank. She looks down at you all. Flee now, and maybe you will be spared. Pignut, you are up first. What do you do in this moment?
Do the moose look threatening?
They look to be under her control. Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh, 23.
Yeah, you can see on one of them a golden handprint on a
God's
sort of
sake.
chest area. So yes, you believe that these are probably under her control.
Okay, and just to be clear, this isn't Raverson.
You don't know.
Mm.
Don't think you've met Raverson.
But
Oh,
I've
yes,
seen,
yeah.
I've seen a vision.
Yes, that's right.
Did
no.
I see the woman in the woods?
Yes, you did see the woman in the woods.
Is it her?
This is not the woman in the woods. This is a different woman you have not met before.
I feel bad just attacking.
We're going to have to do it eventually, weren't we?
I know! This is Dungeons and Dragons, for goodness sake. All right, I'm going to try and... They are 30 feet away, are they?
So they're up a snowdrift, which is about 30 feet up. I'll tell you a little bit behind this. So you maybe like 50 feet away.
Okay.
So you're
Could
at
I
a
move?
range.
I'm at range. Well, actually, then I can stay where I am. But I will draw my longbow, take out one of my arrows, which is like, you know, in Robin Hood when he dresses up as the bird, and then he's got those his arrows are like sticks that are just like tied together with twine. So that's sort of what he is. But then the heads are going to be made out of carrots that have he's been like carving and sort of iced carrots. So they're on the heads. So he's going to draw one of them, and then he's going to his eyes are going to flash purple. And he's going to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
And And Pignut's hunter's mark is going to be like he's going to like do a big old sniff, and like with rabbits and stuff, their top lip sort of splits as they do it, and then he's going to see sort of an invisible like handprint, like the golden one, but it's going to be like one of manure on the side of the woman's face, just like a magical sort of one.
Does everyone see this, or is it?
No, I think it's only just like it's just a Pignut thing that he can smell.
Cool.
And then, he's gonna fire. I think.
Yeah.
Why not?
You gonna fire at one of the moose or at the frost druid?
At the what? At the who? At the
who?
frost?
What? At the frost druid.
Okay, frost druid. Okay.
Yeah. She looks like a frost. Like imagine what a frosty druid would look like. This is her.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, please don't threaten us, or we will kill you like this, and then I'll fire.
Okay, roll an attack.
23.
23. Even with as you fire uphill, they're getting a little bit of sort of half cover as they're up there. With a 23, definitely hits. Roll your damage.
That's a terrible roll. That's 6 damage.
6 damage.
And then I'm going to use my Dread Ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
I can make an additional weapon attack as part of my action. And so I re-attack.
Yep.
Re-attack. Oh, maybe not. 19.
19 hits.
Dirty 20, sorry.
Dirty 20
correct.
hits.
So it's 4 plus 5, 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
13 damage plus the 6, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, and of course, Hunter's Mark. So that'll be 2d6.
One
for each
1d6?
hit.
For each hit. Yeah.
That's all 6 and 5. Another 11 points.
Oh, God. So it's going to be 20. So it's going to be 30 points of damage in total.
Like this.
Very
Now, as you fire off your 2 shots, both landing, hitting their mark, sort of shoulder to shoulder, you see the antlers start to glow as green energy is wisped from the wounds and into the horns of the moose, who stumble back as well. She takes half damage.
Ooh, I'm gonna be quite shocked at like the amount of damage that I've just done. I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna point out to everyone maybe attack the antlers. They look magical. And then is there any like shadows that I can hide in?
I mean, there's sort of like mounds of snow drifts and stuff. There's no shadows here.
No darkness.
I suppose it is. We're in the aurora is above. We're in a bit of twilight at the moment, so there is some light at the moment. We were not in darkness at this point.
Know.
But yeah, it is sort of the brightest it gets at the moment in 10 towns.
Cool.
So roll a stealth check for me.
Oh, because I can hide somewhere.
Yes, you've used your bonus action though, haven't you? So you won't...
I have, yeah. It was more to do with the thing that if I'm in darkness, I'm invisible.
Yeah, I'd say there's no darkness here at the moment. You're in quite an open field.
Cool. Thank you.
Lovely. Perfect. So as you fire, you hear the Frost Druid. Fine. I will show you the power of Oriel and ensure you suffer. Baskia, it is your turn.
Maybe we should have talked. Damn it.
So, do I get the sense that the damage, the damage that, because she's taken half, and like things have gone into the antlers, have they taken damage? Do the moose look like they've taken damage?
Roll me an Arcana or a Nature check.
Okay. Arcana or Nature, they are the same. 15.
15. With the 15, yeah, you can see watching as the arrows hit the Frost Druid, there was this green light that was pulled from her and into the horns. And you watched as the moose sort of stumbled backwards. They're definitely taking some of the brunt of the force for the frost druid.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to the one closest to me, the moose closest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look up at it and I'm going to cast sleep.
Okay. What is the
It is, I have to do 5d8 and
Okay.
then I don't think it's a save.
No, it's not. It's it'll just fall around it. Perfect.
Yeah.
What's the range on it?
90
feet. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Let me grab some d8, 5d8. 1, 2,
Just work
3,
out how much
4.
damage, how much you need. Carry on.
Yeah.
Roll.
Ooh, not bad rolls. Okay. All right. Maths, bear with caller. It's 8, 16, 22, 20, 29.
29. So one final thing. Could I have a description, a point of interest on this moose, which is going to define it from the other one? When you look at this and fire your spell off, you see something on it which sort of makes it stand out. What is that?
I see that it has a little, it's really cold, and so it has like icicles just like cutely from its nose, like its big nose, like whoop, and
It's got like
some
nose icicles. It's got snot icicles.
It's got snot icicles, but it's like super cute with it.
Okay. It's got so the you fire off your sleep spell. What does that look like? How does that come? Because that comes from an innate being yourself, like being the ancestry you are. What does that look like?
So it's sort of kind of like, it's sort of almost like a purpley dark, so it's not, it doesn't feel like necrotic dark or anything like that, but it's sort of like a darkness that kind of washes over her, I guess. And you guys, I don't think will have seen her do this before. And she and she will just literally pop her hand out, and it will kind of purpley dark, and it will just envelop the first moose that it touches with the cute nostrils, just to kind of gently try to put it down. And if it works, it would kind of like almost like cradle it down into the snow. And
it does. It sweeps underneath this moose and lies it down in the snow. The antlers still glowing, the magic still attuned to it, but it will definitely not be acting this round as it falls asleep. The frost druid looks down and says, "You." It seems that you are graced with some power over creatures as I am. I will make sure that that power shall not be used against any more creatures.
That's not very friendly. That was my action.
Yeah.
With my movement, I want to move my full 40 feet, if at all possible.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you said that she's sort of up top. I have a feat that means that climbing doesn't cost me any extra movement, if that is in any way relevant.
Yeah, so I'll say you have your bonus action still. So if you wanted to step of the wind, you could get all the way up to the top.
Ooh, that is a great shout, because actually I would like to do that and not really be in range. So yes, I would definitely like to do that, please.
Yeah. So you watch as you definitely climb the snowbank. I imagine your feet are moving so quickly they don't have time to sink into the snow, and you launch yourself up, landing in the snow right up in the face of the snow druid, who scowls a little bit, was hoping for a fight at range. Lovely. Topiary, it is your turn.
Lies, you flamboyant, pale-faced baggage. Oh, curse you. May you awaken to find all of your teeth turned around into your mouth, and your tongue will never sit comfortably against the back of your teeth again.
And I'm going to move forward. Can I use my feet or feature or...
Mm-hmm.
Is it like Earth? Could it count as moving like? I want to use Earth walk, basically.
Let's say roll me. Yeah, I'd say there's an innate ability here. Roll me an athletics check. If you beat a 14, that will take effect in this circumstance.
13.
Oh,
No, wait.
Guidance?
14.
14.
Sorry.
Okay.
14. So that means I still didn't
promise.
get it today.
No, 14 was the DC.
Okay, oh sweet.
So yeah, so you'll be unaffected by the difficult terrain. So they're about 40 feet away. So you could get pretty much the whole way up the snowbank if you wanted to.
I want to get up in front of her face.
Yeah, you're sort of just behind Baskia. What's your speed?
30.
30. Yeah, so you're just shy a little bit.
I'm going to cast Bane as I'm cursing.
Oh, very good.
If you looked at me, you would see a red glow from under the hood and maybe a drip of blood from somewhere under there.
Cool.
So it's a 15 for the Frost Druid.
It's needed for the spell mark.
Mm.
Because I'm an evil cannibal.
Blood.
Yeah.
So the Frost Druid got a 15 on their charisma save.
It's Dex save. It's charisma save 13.
Okay, so they succeed. The moose who's sleeping automatically fails, and the other moose fails. So the meese. Is that it? Is that the thing? Is that what you meant to say? The meese? No,
just moose, like fish. Like
Is it
plural of fish is
moose
fish.
like
I feel
fish?
like moose.
Isn't the
Moose.
plural of
Mooses?
fishes or fish?
No, fish.
Fish?
Two fish.
Moose? Meese?
Ten
Fine. So both moose are affected by the bane. The Frost Druid did make her charisma save. That brings us to the Frost. Unless there's anything else you want to do on your turn, Topiary.
No thanks.
Perfect. So as you are right in front of the Frost Druid, she looks at you, Baskia, and says, Oriel, give me the light of the moon to shine down on this foul creature. She reaches up, and the aurora seems to glow brighter as it starts. You see, it starts to melt from the sky and form into a singular beam as a light of cool, bright white light hits you as she casts Moonbeam. And I need you to make a con save.
Con save. That's a natural one.
Lovely. You take 13 points of radiant damage as you are hit by the light of the aurora above. She will then, that's her action. So she keeps a hold of that. So she's now concentrating on that. She will look to the moose that is still standing, and there's some sort of telepathic bond as she ends her turn, and the snow moose will turn and charge at you. Oh god, everyone's names, it's been so long. Baskia will charge at you, Baskia. Charging you, it's going to try and ram you and try and knock you prone. That's a 21 to hit.
I mean, that definitely hits.
I need you to make a strength saving throw or you'll be knocked prone.
Okay, here we go. Same dice, natural 20.
Hey, you're
So
not
22.
22. You're not knocked prone, but you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As a moose thumps into your chest, your heels dig into the snow behind you, and you manage to hold fast. The other moose sleeps. Pignut, that turns around. You're at the bottom of the snowbank, looking at what's going on at the top. One moose charging into Baskia. A shining, it's silvery, but it's also got the colors of greens and blues and yellows from the aurora above. Is enveloping Baskia, Topiary nearly up into the fray. What are you doing?
he's just going to go, "You leave my friends alone." Oriole wouldn't like that. And then he's going to pull out a sweet potato, put it on the end of the arrowheads, and he's going to try and aim for the antlers and try and knock them off her head.
So the antlers aren't on her head. The antlers are on the moose. The antlers of the
where
moose
does the
are glowing.
where does the magic come from then?
So the magic is coming from the moose. So it's like she's in some sort of enchantment, and any damage she takes is absorbed into the moose.
Okay, well then no, I'll take that sweet potato off. I'll eat it, and then I will just shoot her.
Okay, roll to attack.
Apologies for that confusion.
Oh, that's all right.
16.
16 hits.
Oh. 3 and a d6. So 5 plus 4, so 9.
9 points of damage. Once again, as the arrow hits her, as she looks, "What do you know of Oriole? You are but strangers of this land. You will know her cold indifference."
Can Pignut then in her head telepathically go, "I'm Oriole and you've got it wrong. These are the good people. Leave them alone."
Roll me a deception or a performance check.
I've nailed these in the past. Sorry, it was deception or performance. Oh, it's the same thing. -2. Come on. 9.
9. She sort of looks up and then looks down at you. "Your tricks will not work here, pirate." You see as the arrow hits her, the moose take some of the damage. One of the moose lying on its side is knocked awake by the force. Pignut, anything else on your turn?
Yeah. What do you know about pirates?
Baskia, your turn.
So Baskia, looking pretty rough, like holds where the impact was, even though she managed to kind of spits a bit of blood out, and then just with her short sword just dives in to attack Druid Lady.
Druid Lady. Okay, roll to attack.
That is going to be a natural 18 plus 6.
Definitely hits.
Yeah.
She has an armor class of 13 up here, so if you beat a 13, you just hit.
We good. Okay, cool. That is going to be 8 points of damage. I definitely want to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
As you slash her across the front, you see this green energy once again emanating from the wounds. You feel now this moose who sort of just barreled into you, its knees buckle slightly from the pain.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in with a fist, and I'll just be like, "It takes a real coward to make someone else take the pain for you." Oh, fuck. That is a 13.
That hits.
So plus 6. Okay, thank goodness. That is gonna be a 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
And I am going to as Baskia hits her this time, she's going to be punching downwards, and she will open her hand as the impact takes, and try and get her to fall prone on the floor, which is a dex save of 12.
Oh, that is a natural 5 on the dice. So she, as you smack her down, she hits the snow, half sinking into it, almost blending in with her white cloak. She spits blood up at you, and says, "Every creature here will know the suffering of Oriole, being man or beast. It is the only way that our goddess will survive." Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to hit her again with my second flurry of blows with advantage, right? Because she's
With
prone.
advantage, yeah. You are seeing all of these hits. They're only doing half damage to her.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good because it was a natural 1 and a 10. So that is going to be a 16, which hits.
16 hits.
So that is going to be a 8 points of damage. I think I can do the same thing again to try and make sure that she stays, but she's kind of already on the floor, so I guess I don't really need to do.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to do that.
But what I will do is I will impose that she cannot take a reaction until the end of my next turn, which is another ability.
Cool, perfect. So yeah, you wind her, and she won't properly recover until properly for a little while. Topiary, it is your turn. You're only a couple of feet from this fray now, so easy enough for you to get engaged physically. What would you like to do?
I'm going to,
knowing that both moose are now up. Both moose are looking a little bit shaky. Yes, that's all I'll add.
just too tempting there. I'm going to shuffle up at top speed, and I'm going to jump through the air. And with my mace, you know when people do the wrestling and they jump on someone and they're like,
yeah,
but with a mace. So, and I want to jump on top of her and sit on it, but the mace.
Yeah. Roll your attack with advantage as you pull out your mace.
Woo! Go, Granny!
Let me just check. I've got my blessing of the forge.
So +1.
That makes it 13.
13, exactly. That hits.
Oh.
1d6. No, I don't want to use that one. Use this one. D6 +3 +1 because of my thingy bob. That's 2, 5, 6.
6 points of damage.
I'm going to sit on her.
Yeah. So you're trying to restrain her there. Roll me an athletics check.
17.
17. Okay. Lovely. So as you sort of sitting on top of her, trying to make it so she can't move, it's her turn now. Unless there's anything you want to do.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. I got too excited.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. Lies, you speak not for Oriel. I curse you. Every time you leave the house, budgies will fly from crevices unknown to dance around your head. Sing to you, liar. They will sing, for that is what you are.
And I'm done.
I like her saying that at the end as well.
The lies. There are no lies here. You speak lies. You do not know Oriel's will.
You do not know Oriel like I know Oriel.
Have you met the maiden herself?
The maiden has blessed me.
If she had blessed you, you would not be walking around this frozen tundra with these people.
If she had blessed you, you would know not to interfere with someone such as I, best friend of Oriel.
Best friend. Oriel wants nothing more than suffering. Friends,
you know not. You know
something
nothing.
she will never have.
Well, that's just because she doesn't like you.
She's going to, in rage, she's going to, her hand is going to frost over into a large icicle, and she's going to try and embed it into your side. That's disadvantage though, because you are. Oh, even with disadvantage, that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Damn.
As you feel this icicle.
Oh, yes.
No,
oh,
she
yes.
is not Bane. She's not Bane.
Oh, she's not. Oh, sorry.
You feel a shard of ice dig up into sort of the underside of your rib.
Wait.
Ooh.
Can I use Shield of Faith?
Is it a reaction?
Let me just have a look. Shield of Faith is a bonus action, so
you wouldn't. You wouldn't be able to use that after an attack.
Hold on, let me read it. Where would it say?
So if it's a bonus action, it's a bonus action. So it will say reaction if you can use it in reaction to another attack.
So I would have when would I use it? I would use it as a bonus action and it would count for the next turn.
On your turn, yeah.
I'm going to... Damn.
So as you feel the ice go up under your ribs, you take 9 points of piercing and frost damage, ice cold damage. Then she will pull that out and she will reach up towards the Aurora, which is just and is going to move it. I'm just for everyone at home, I'm tweaking the rules of Moonbeam because I've forgotten to do stuff with it before, and it's not currently on my screen. So we're just going to make this shit up. She's going to move the Aurora above her, so it's going to hit both herself, Baskia, and Topiary. So I need the two of you to make Constitution saving throws as you are embedded in the Aurora, and so is she. Oh, she definitely fails.
I failed.
I failed too. It's a 5.
I got a natural 1.
Yeah, so everyone is going to take.
She's doing it herself. That's
yeah,
bad.
She's pissed, man.
Yeah, man.
Is going to take 12 points of radiant damage. Hers will be halved.
Baskia falls unconscious.
Shit.
What did I say? That was 10 or 12?
12.
6. 20. Oof. Okay. Okay. As the Aurora sort of burns as it moves around the three of you, the two of you and the Frost Druid, the moose are looking incredibly shaky. They can't take much more, but it is their turn. With you down, I think the moose, you've just fallen at the moose's head. It's going to turn using its antlers and is going to try and rake them across you, Topiary. That is a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
2, 4.
Oh, God.
Max damage.
It's going to be 16 points of damage.
I'm out.
Come on, Pignut.
The final moose will charge at.
Isn't it asleep?
No, it woke up as it took damage.
Oh, so it doesn't matter that we didn't damage it; it just took damage.
It still took damage.
Got it.
That second moose is going to start charging down the hill towards you. It's will be able to reach you in the next round. Pignut. Pignut, it is your turn. You're at the bottom of the mounds. You can see two of your friends have fallen. I've also forgotten something else. This might change everything. She has taken a bit of damage, and she should have been rolling concentration checks. This might undo this moonbeam damage.
I should have been rolling concentration check. Oh wait, I only just got hurt, didn't I? I should roll 1.
Yeah.
Oh, for pain.
So that one's definitely a success. Her con is +3. Yeah. How many times did she get hit? She got hit.
I hit her 3 times.
I hit her
Was that
once.
after the moonbeam or before the moonbeam?
Was the moonbeam the first thing she did? So I hit her 3
so
times
that would be
after the moonbeam.
After the
It wasn't-
moonbeam. Okay.
Because I hit her
wasn't
once
the first-
before. No, I hit her no times before. Then she cast moonbeam when I was up there. Then I hit her 3 times.
And then I hit her, and then she hit herself.
Yeah, so it's 5.
Give yourself both back 12 points of hit points.
Thank God for that.
As we retcon and go back, the moonbeam or the aurora that fell over you starts to peter out. Its damage not being able to quite do as much damage. I think we'll just keep it the same. The second moose is charging down the hill towards you now, Pignut. So, Pignut, it is your turn.
Okay, so everyone's up though. Okay, so
Everyone is
everyone's
up. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Gonna
I know
put
he's
away
doing
my.
it.
We were just messing with you, Pignut.
No, he's gonna
I
put
know,
away
straight
his
away.
lettuce.
It's Sylvia Stevia. Come on.
It's
It's
so
just
hard
so
not to do
fun
it.
to do.
Oh God, my accent changed.
He's gonna put away his good lettuce and just remind everyone you've got lettuce on you. Eat your greens. And then
Good point.
I'm gonna move 15 feet because I don't. If it's difficult terrain, I've got 30 feet movement, so I can move 15 feet.
Yeah, so you can kind of get
closer.
halfway up the snowbank, basically.
Yeah. And then I will. I don't want the moose to die. Can I get in in seeing the handprint before, is there a way to I don't know, wipe it off or like to get rid of or is it
Make
like
an
a dispel
Arcana check.
magic thing? Don't want to give the moose a little clean. 12.
Then you'd have a
plus
spruce
0.
moose.
A spruce moose with a juicy caboose. That'd be 12.
With a 12. I would say that you would know, you don't know how to remove it, but you know that wiping it off wouldn't fix the situation.
Oh, what a shame. Okay. All right, then I'm just gonna try and get out of the way of the moose,
Mhm.
well, yeah, I can't talk to it because I've used that already. I'm going to I'm going to attack the woman again.
Okay.
Jeez.
Roll your. So she's prone on the ground.
Oh shit! So that's
So
difficult
it
for
will be at
me.
disadvantage, and she would have 3/4 cover at this point. So she would have an AC of 18.
Oh shit! Then there's no point. Can I just then hold my action for if she stands up?
Okay.
And I'll shoot.
Perfect.
And then yeah, that's my turn.
Baskia, it is your turn.
Cool. How does the lettuce work? Do I just eat it? What do I get?
Yes, you ingest it.
10 hit points. What do you do with lettuce?
You rub it on
Oh,
yourself.
No.
It's a good lettuce. It's a lovely, crispy romaine lettuce. You should be grateful. It's really yummy, and it'll make you feel full all day. Got all your nutrients in it. Eat it.
Okay.
It's 1 hit point. Yeah.
One
So,
point as an action to eat it.
I assume so. Let me see. A creature can use its action to eat one lettuce leaf. And it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
And you get 1 hit point.
Yes.
I am going to say that Baskia looks down and sees this, and one of the lettuce leaves has accidentally fallen out of her pocket, but then she looks at the hideous druid wench who is causing havoc, and she's going to lovingly ignore it and just go in and try and hit her again with her short sword with advantage.
With
if she's
advantage as
prone.
she is prone.
Yeah.
Probably not useful now.
They are useful. They'll be useful in a minute. Also, I may regret it. Oh, I think that's still fine though.
13 you've beaten.
Yeah, 8 plus 6.
Yeah.
That's all good. Perfect. That is for 7 points of damage.
7 points. So that's half to 3. Which gives. Yeah. As you slash across the front of her. More of this green energy being sucked into the horns, into the antlers of the moose.
Is it still up?
Yeah, they're still up. Just.
So one's done with Pignut, one is with. Okay, I'm gonna see that happening, and I'm just gonna. Is it within my is it sort of because it's just attacked Topiary, so I assume it's within my area.
Yes, yeah. You'll be able to attack one of the moose.
I'm gonna hit the moose that's nearest with them. I'm gonna spend my last key point and do flurry of blows again.
Okay, roll
and I'm
to
gonna hit
attack
that.
the moose.
Hit the moose. Sorry, moose. That is same roll. So 8 plus 6. So that is going to be 14. Does it hit?
14
moose?
hits.
Great. So that'll be. Let's do this one. That is 6 points of damage.
As you punch the moose, it collapses. You knock it out. The cute little snot icicles around its nose shatter as you deck it across the face, and it collapses into the snow. It is dead.
Oh man! Not just unconscious. Just a little whack on the head for unconscious.
Yes, you can knock it unconscious. However, you are unaware if that will stop the magic.
Yeah, that's true. She's in the midst of battle. I've hit it. I killed a moose, okay? Let's just not talk about it. I'm really sorry.
Murderer!
God. And then I'm going to turn back around with my other action from Flurry of Blows, and I am going to literally smash her in her silly face.
Okay,
for
roll
making me
your attack
kill
with advantage.
a moose. Oh, that's a natural 18. Oh, I'll see if I crit there. Hang on. I do not, but yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Oh, yes, Max. That's 8 points of damage straight on. If I could break her nose, that would be super cool.
Wow.
As you elbow her down into the nose, you definitely hear a crack. What you also hear is the wailing cry of the second moose.
Oh my God.
Crumples into
Oh
the
my
ground,
gosh.
absorbing the last. You see the antlers fade back to their brown state as the moose hits the ground in front of Pignut dead.
Why is this my day? I am going to she can't take a reaction again. That's what I'm going to impose on her because she's already prone. So I'm going to make sure that she can't take a reaction again.
Topiary, it is your turn.
Lies, you are no friend of Oriel. May all your barbecues be cursed henceforth. Everyone will say they're coming, but no one will turn up.
And I'm going.
She spits again, like her nose broken. What the hell is a barbecue?
Oh, you just wait. Your friends will see when barbecue arrives to disrupt them in Kiryndur.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Too late. I'm going to smash down on her with my mace.
Okay.
Is it advantage, isn't it?
It is, yes.
That's 18.
18 hits.
That's 9.
9 points of damage. Taking the full brunt of the damage now.
Yeah.
As you smack, she sort of cracks it across her face. Kill me if you must.
Okay.
Or... She stops. She doesn't say anything.
I'm going to cast as my bonus action, second level healing word. I'm going to be like,
Baskia, you're doing really well. You can do this.
So it's going to be 2d4 plus 3, 4, 8. Oh my God, I've got 2 4s, 8.
Gosh,
11. 11 points. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Probably the best I could got. That's the best I could have got.
That is super
Second
awesome.
level.
Thank you. Oh yes, looking much better now.
And that's it.
Okay. So, the Frost Druid stands up and stares you all in the eye She, yeah, you're sat on her.
Can I resist her standing up? Yeah.
I would also like to help if possible, but I wasn't really sitting on her.
If you ever try and pick an animal up or something and they try and make themselves as heavy as possible, I'm going to be like that, sitting on her.
Yeah, because you've just been sat on her, just smacking her in the head, haven't you? Yeah. She tries to like wriggle out of the way, but can't. She sort of manages to turn onto her front and is sort of pulling herself through the snow, but she's going incredibly slowly. She seems to be pulling and reaching out. Oriel, I have done your bidding. Take me, immortalize me, make me one of your frosted beauties. As she pulls herself across the snow, trying to pull herself away from you all, but is not. Being unable to move. She will. Yeah. Being unable to move. Grant me one final moment of suffering as she casts Ice Storm. And around you, the wind starts to whip up, pulling up chunks of ice and stone, which is within the snow, as it whips around you all. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as this ice storm begins to encapsulate you all.
23.
14.
10.
10. Baskia and Pignut, you both take 8 points of bludgeoning and frost damage and cold damage. You're resistant, so I don't know the exact numbers, so just let's half that again. Let's make that 4 damage.
Okay.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Also, let's make it 6 and then 2 points of cold damage. Topiary, you take 16 points of cold and bludgeoning damage as you
I'm out.
As a large bit of hardened, compact snow smacks you and you tumble and you see just the silhouette of Topiary fall off the frost druid and you slide across the snow unconscious. However, the snow is also pelting against the frost druid as she pulls herself to her feet, now standing. You watch as she is pelted by this ice storm and is reaching out. On the very cusp of this blizzard, you see this large, giant-sized figure sort of standing to a full height, almost sort of uncoiling itself and stepping forward through the snow. A black, shadowy figure. Its head owl-like, with 2 black horns sweeping forward in front of its face. Large arms, feathery with huge claws, and a cloak of pure, shining ice across its back, steps through the snow and reaches out towards this frost druid before being swept away in the blizzard as the blizzard passes. And all that remains is the dead frost druid and the unconscious Topiary.
Wait, sorry. What does it take? Did it take her?
So you don't know. What you saw was she reached out to this figure, this giant figure that stepped out of the blizzard, who reached back. And then in sort of as the frost druid's arm hit the snow, the blizzard ceased, and the blizzard sort of like that film transfer where it goes across the screen, like it wipes away this shadowed figure in the blizzard.
Jesus.
I'm going to run to Granny Topes and shove a lettuce leaf in her mouth.
You
Eat
come
your greens, Granny, eat your greens.
conscious with 1 hit point and a mouthful of lettuce.
Thank you.
Don't you feel nourished for one day, despite covered in blood?
Feel very
I'm gonna-
satiated. Thank you, Pignut.
Granny Topes, I think I saw Oriole. She's got a big owl head. Is that right?
I'm going to say I was unconscious when that happened. So does that sound like anything I've seen before? Barnaby?
Make a religion check.
13.
13. Just gonna roll a. I see. The iconography of the Frostmaiden differs. Some it's a figure of a woman of ice, of like excruciatingly beautiful, almost sort of that fairy like figure. Others depict her as a hardened beast like an owlbear or a yeti. And others sort of encapsulate her as like frosted glass or like a snowflake. It is just more of an image, is more of a feeling, is more of sort of a weather, an idea rather than an actual humanoid or monstrous figure. So this could fall into one of the iconographies of the Frostmaiden, yes.
Lies.
Lady was crazy. Like, she was just actively hurting herself. These people are... They take it to the next level with how devout they are.
It is a cult of madness.
Could I run? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just gonna eat the lettuce leaf that was on the floor.
Yeah,
Be like,
you've all got 3. You've all got 3, so you can have up to 3. You can have 3 hit points if you want.
I ate mine last time though, so
You've got 1, so you'll have 2
sorry.
left.
I ate all of
I
them.
think. Oh right.
but thank you for the one you gave me. I can take
Could
it in
I-
my mouth.
Oh, sorry. You go. You go, Tips.
I'm going to say, let us pray.
And I'm going to cast prayer of healing over the next 10 minutes to heal up
amazing.
all of us.
Could I have a look at? Could I go look for tracks, like to see this sort of owl thing, to see how it disappeared, or if it was a magical thing, or just to see where?
Roll me a survival check.
That's 9 points of healing.
Oh,
for everyone.
amazing!
Awesome, thank you.
Uh, 23 again.
23, Jesus. So with a 23, yeah, you look around and the blizzard has knocked a lot of the snow and sort of moved everything up. So it's very hard. But with a 23, you, surprisingly enough, find the movement of the frost druids, whose body is already frozen over. You can see where she was reaching, and following that, you find that area just no footprints, no indentations in the snow. You can find no sign of life or movement other than a blizzard, other than weather, where that figure was standing.
Okay.
I go to her body,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to see whether she has anything useful on her, whether there's anything like letters, notes, obviously weapons and stuff as well, but like just if there's anything that would be a clue as to... I don't believe that she's working for Oriel based on Topiary, who I trust more than some random druid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you find as you go across her body, you find bits of bark which has been carved with it's almost like a map. It's sort of got the shapes of sort of like a lake and sort of a collection of trees and sort of some sort of stone structure. You sort of find that. You also find like a pendant made out of bone and sticks and bits of stones in the shape of like a snowflake, and that kind of asterisk kind of shape. Some sort of religious piece of iconography. Yeah, and you also find a little pouch of like a fine dust, sheen, a yellow goldish dust.
A pouch of like yellow goldish dust. Okay. I'm gonna give Topiary the pendant. Say,
sorry.
No, go.
No, good. No, you go.
I'm done. I'm just giving you that though. If you take it, I'm giving you that.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to look at the bark as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is using my what is it? I always lose this feat. It's not feat. My wanderer thing. Sorry, it's hidden away and I can never find it.
Oh yes, I do know what you mean. You're good with like maps and remembering places.
Yeah, like
yeah. Roll me whatever skill check you think to kind of recognize maybe where this map is. Whether you think that's survival or history.
Survival.
Yeah.
-1 or +5.
And you can roll this with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's even worse. 11.
11. Yeah, this is this is a map to somewhere on one of the lakes. You don't think it's Kirkonig, Dinnervol side. It's most likely going to be to be honest, you can think of two places this could be. This is either going to be Lonelywood or Tourmaline. The way that the lake is, and then the town, and then the forest. It's going to be one of those. And then there seems to be within this forest, there is this like they've drawn like a collection of stones. And if you bear with me 1 second, I might have a little bit more of a a collection of stones in the shape of like an eye. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a banana, but in the shape of an eye.
That's not an eye.
An eye?
Yeah. It's like there, and it's got the little like pupil in the middle.
Wait, that way.
Does that say anything to me, like in terms of religious iconography?
I'm saying no. That doesn't speak of any religion that you are aware of.
And can I hold the pendant? I don't want to say
Oriel, are you there? It's me, Topiary. Hello.
Just see if I feel any sense of Oriel from the pendant.
Roll me another religion check.
Dang. 2.
It is a collection of bones and twigs wound up in a simple shape. That's all it is.
Not here.
And I'm going to crush it. Drop it on the floor.
You hear a "Aroo!" as boy howls as the twilight is beginning to fade, but the blizzard, whether it was this creature that you saw within the blizzard or the magic of the blizzard itself, you see in the distance the tall peak of Kelvin's Khan. Probably another half day's travel away, but the blizzard is clear. And in this moment, you have the choice. Do you wait until next twilight till next day to travel, or do you travel through the darkness, which is everyone is quite used to, and try and get to Kelvin's Khan as soon as you can?
I wouldn't mind a short rest.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like we will have, because we were all doing different things and stuff, whether we would have sort of been able to take a short rest and take a little bit more time to do that.
Yeah.
Because I would like that as well. And then we will have been going for about half a day already, right? So it would have been a full day's travel.
But it's about a full day's travel, like 18-20 hours to the foot of Kelvin's Khan.
I think we should press on, you guys. I don't think we should wait here. I think it's within reach.
Okay. So, as you carry on through the snow, the rest of the travel is hard, but uneventful. And you reach the base of Kelvin's Khan. And we're going to take a little break there.
Is this where we're taking our rest?
If you would like to take a long rest there, we can look at that.
Or a short rest, or
oh, you've taken your short rest at that point where you were. Yeah.
Okay.
Break. So as you finish your trek across the Arctic tundra to the base of Kelvin's Cairn, it's quite easy to find where you're going, because Boy has been there. Boy knows where he's going. And as you look up, it is a hefty climb up this mountain. But what you're being drawn towards is a set of 2 tents at the base of the mountain. It is in an icy outcrop, which is buffering against the wind. As you get in, you can see the 2 tents torn in places, but you can also hear the barking and the whimpering of several dogs, all tied together in as a pack, and a sledge. You can see nearby a box has been torn open, and it seems to be a whole lot of food has just been scattered around and eaten by these dogs. This is why they are still living at this point after a day or two. I mean, they would have survived a little bit longer. Anyway, that's grim. They're alive because they've been eating all of these rations. There is another box there, still unopened. You can see a path that reaches up into the mountain. But you are here at the foot of the mountain. There are 2 tents. There's rations. There are the risk of these dogs. Boy has run up ahead and is barking and wagging his tail, as are the other dogs, as they are all reunited. What do you do?
Like looking around to see if anyone's like watching, if there's anything.
Yeah, roll a perception for me.
Cool. This one. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You seem to be alone. You can't see anyone. It is dark now, so if you don't have dark vision, you would have had to be carrying some sort of torch or some sort of light source.
I will have I don't even know what I've got. I will have lit something with the light cantrip.
Yeah.
So we'll have that, but I do also have dark vision as well.
Cool. So at the foot of this mountain, you've traveled for an entire day. If you travel on, if you want to start climbing the mountain, and you can even see Boy is tired, but willing, if you are, to climb the mountain, you will need to make you will risk the chance of falling into exhaustion. Or you can take a long rest here at the base of Kelvin's Khan.
I'm tired. That's fair enough.
And he needs to sleep. That makes sense.
It's just little Pignut.
And I want to go and call the dogs.
Who's a good boy?
They also start crowding around you.
I didn't even have to do an animal handling check. This is great.
They're happy to see people. You can see they're all in their harnesses and all tied, which is and a trip like this would take up to the top and back probably about a day. That's kind of what the size of this mountain is. So them being tied up out the foot of the mountain is probably the safest thing for them to done without being sort of run away. But obviously it's been a couple more days, so they've managed to open this crate of food. But yes, they're all in their harnesses. You can see one harness which is snapped, which is probably the harness that Boy broke out of.
Could I open the other crate to give them some food as well?
Yeah, you go over, you open it. It's dried meats and jerky and stuff. And they go nuts and eating it. And yeah,
Great.
very happy.
Great.
Can I have this is retconning a bit. Remember the moose? Can I just have bought like a moose leg?
Sure.
And if we stay here overnight, I'm going to make moose jerky.
Cool.
And can I have a look in the tents? I just want to search in the tent to see what we find.
As you look, you can see there's sort of bedding, bedrolls, some various bits of supplies, not for climbing a mountain, but traveling to the mountain. So there's some adventurers packs as well. This being just a day travel up the mountain and back, they didn't take everything with them. So there's basic adventuring supplies.
If I find pitons and a hammer, can I take them?
I would say that they have probably taken those with them because those would be climbing supplies.
Okay. There's no sign of a struggle here.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, cool.
Before we take the long rest, I've got 2 spell slots, so I might cast Good Lettuce twice to get 2 good lettuces. Maybe a Remain, and then the other one can be an iceberg.
How
like a bit of variety for next day.
Nice.
And as you do that, we'll speed through this. It's quite safe here at the base of Kelvin's Khan. You're not out in the open. You're in what did I say? An icy outcropping. So you're sort of sheltered. You're able to set a fire. You're able to dry out this meat to make some sort of jerky. Or if you've gotten, sure, you make jerky. Why not? There's magic. Yes.
Can I also, if we're using up spell slots, I want to cast Detect Magic and just walk around the camp and just see if anything pops up. I don't think it will, but
no, you don't find anything magical around here. Let's say, you find the sledge has some sort of enchantment on it, something to make it travel easier, probably.
Okay, cool, nice.
I would have spent time looking at the pouch of yellowish dust to try and understand what it is.
Make a nature or an arcana check.
Okay. Anyone want to help?
Can I offer support?
Yeah.
From my 2 busy jerking moves.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'd say you can give advantage.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I rolled a 3, so you saw me struggling and you were just like, oh my goodness.
No, I know I wanted to. Is it too late to be like,
you can do? Yeah, no, you can work this out, Baskia.
Is it too late to cast guidance?
Yes, I'd say it's
fair,
too late.
fair.
Yeah, you need to do it beforehand. But you can give her advantage.
Okay.
All right. That's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
You don't know what substance this is in this little pouch. Maybe sand, but that seems weird. You're in the Arctic. There's no sand here.
Doesn't make sense.
You should eat it.
Yes, I find if you put it in your mouth is the best way to figure out what it does.
Let's all try a little bit.
Let's all try a bit.
Okay, let's all go around.
Yeah, let's do a dab.
Baskia is like...
It's too late, you've done it. You've got to take part.
Happening?
It's got it's like a ground up stone or something. It's
Do I know what stone it is?
Sure. I don't know what stone it is, but it's a yellowish, brownish yellowish stone, whatever stone that would be, and you would
Sand.
It's not sand.
Okay.
But it's like I suppose it is in a way. It's ground
Oh, of
up
course, yeah.
stone.
That's what I thought it
And
was. It just looks like sand to me.
there's some sort of dye. There's a bit of a sweetness, like almost like a pollen or something, or a tree sap or something has been mixed in with it.
It does look like sand, but it doesn't taste like sand.
Why would she have been carrying it? It must have some kind of useful property. Do you want it? I don't think I'm going to be able to use it.
How do I feel for having eaten this?
Feel fine.
Let's try a bit more. I want like to have like a teaspoon, a heaped teaspoon worth of it.
You have a heaped teaspoon. It is just a dusty, sandy. Nothing changes. You're not affected by anything. Roll me one more nature or arcana check for anyone who's had if you're having a teaspoon, I'll let you roll an arcana.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah.
I know I can get to the bottom of this and work it out.
Oh no. 10.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to you with a 10. It's probably some sort of spell component.
We just eaten sand.
Yeah.
Baskia has put it down next to you and is now playing with the dogs.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do over this long rest?
Do you want to eat some of this?
I'm okay, but I will have some of the moose jerky when you finish that. Hey, have we talked about the fact that it was the big white dog and the big white raven? Like, it's the same person, right? Like, it's the same shape-shifting person. There was a white raven in the forest.
Yeah, that's
a
not
woman. She turned into a white raven.
Big dog, is it?
I don't know. Just because they're both the big white, I just assumed that
There was
maybe
also a
there's
big owl
connection.
there that just disappeared.
Well, yes, but that looked like it was like a vision or
massive.
something. It was massive. I was a little bit scared because I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling quite hurt right now and I don't really want to have to deal with whatever that is. But I don't know if
It
that was
seemed
the same.
convinced that that was Oriole, like it was reaching out to it, right? Granny Topes, I just, are you? I just don't. I'm all confused about who Oriole is. Oh, she seemed to like this person, whoever that thing was, whatever that thing was. It responded to
Lies.
her.
Lies.
It's
This was
just
a
a lie?
false idol, Pignut.
Okay.
Lies. This is a mad cult. Spreading
Mad cult.
lies.
Okay.
Misusing the name of Oriole.
Okay.
When did you first meet Oriole?
I was in Caer Konig and I prayed for vengeance at the Temple of Oriole. And she granted me these powers.
Have you
She
seen
will
her?
deliver my vengeance.
What does she look like to you?
Did I see her?
No.
No.
She's more of a feeling, Pignut.
Oh, I like feelings. Like what sort of feeling?
Like achieving your bloody vengeance against your enemies.
Oh my.
Slaying them. Driving them before you. Hearing the laments of their women.
I can see why maybe if people think that Oriole is speaking to them, if that's the vibe, like that might be where people are getting a bit like caught up in it, maybe. It's an interesting one. Well, when we meet her, if we meet her, maybe just let her know that we're buddy.
Of course.
Yeah. And then for the rest of the night, I think Pignut's just going to practice with Granny Topes' Oriole impression.
I have a question.
Pignut, seeing as we're sharing, what is this about pirates?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, obviously I wear a bandana. And you know how I can't really remember who I am?
Mm-hmm.
I think I think I was part of a group of pirates. I know this just like fleeting visions, and obviously I had this bandana and rings, but that's all I really know. But it felt like that woman knew something a little bit more. Nobody really knows what happened to my family. But I'm convinced they were good pirates, spreading good cheer, saving lives, getting them to eat, good things and being healthy. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out who they are. But I mean, for now, you guys are my family, so it's all good. But might be nice to know a little bit more.
And Baskia, what were you doing trapped underground?
It's where my family come from. So we are a group of elves that we got trapped as a back in the was it the Calamity?
Yeah, different universe, sure.
Well, no, because that's
oh
true.
yeah, because there's two different universes. It could be whatever you want.
I'm gonna make it up. Great.
Yeah,
I mean,
go for gold.
What actually happened? No, my family, my tribe, we were trapped underground long ago, and then now that's just where we live. We just live under the ground. It's why I'm pretty pale. It's why I've got good sight in the darkness as well. But I didn't want to be under there. Because out here is so much better. Apart from maybe not exactly an Icewind Dale. I didn't expect I would be getting trapped again. But it's just it's where I come from.
Insight check. I want to know if she just was like, oh, I just didn't want to be there, or if she was actually trapped there, and if being up here really is better.
Yeah, so roll your insights check, and Baskia, you can roll a deception or a persuasion.
I'm going to stroke my chin and say,
Yes, I'm very insightful into these kind of family issues.
and cast guidance. Damn it! I got a natural one, so
Still in that one.
8. Yeah, 8.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. I rolled a 5, which is a 4, but yeah, it depends if in that one.
With a nat 1, you don't glean anything.
Stupid dice. Dice jail.
And as you bed down for the evening, using presumably these two tents,
the dogs in the tents,
piled in with the dogs. You wake the next day to darkness, because that's what Icewind Dale is. Everyone take your long rest.
Yeah.
Pick your spells if you need to pick spells. And when you wake, you find many of the dogs, actually all of the dogs except Boy, throughout the evening. And you are aware of this. If you release them, they would have tried to go home.
I mean, they're in the tent with us.
I mean, it's a tent. They would have gone out.
God damn it.
I ain't running.
Too much, you guys.
I
and they
ain't
left
running
us.
like 7 dogs.
We need to name them. We're not going to take them up there. Oh, we do need to name them. We're not going to take them up their mountain with us, though.
So you'd need to leave them tied up, because they do get the sense that they want to go.
Well, if they need to go, then maybe they should be free to go.
Do we want them to go like on their own? Would it not be better for them to go down with us later?
Oh, maybe.
Although I don't know if we're going back there necessarily, but the hope is that we're going to find people and then they could use them and like actually ride with them down. I think we should try and keep them if we can.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say sweet nothings to my mace and cast Blessing of the Forge on it.
Mm-hmm. So to keep the dogs where they are, I need an animal handling check.
I'll do that.
Can I help him to give him advantage?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh, terrible. Oh, worse. Oh,
Oh no.
12.
Let's
Let me see if I've got something else I can do.
with a 12, it's as you try and sort of after sort of spending the nights snuggled up with them, they wake in the morning energized. They've had a warmish night's sleep, comparatively. You manage to roll me a d6.
3.
3. Three. You managed to sort of get a hold of 3 of them, plus boy, who you were able to tie up and sort of able to calm down, but the rest run back across the tundra, hopefully towards home, but you are unsure.
Be
It's a lot of dog
safe.
jerky.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Oh, it is pelting it down outside.
Is it?
Yeah, here it is. Anyway, so yeah, if you can hear rain, that's not sound effects. That's just what's happening.
How would you do a rain sound effect, Barnaby? How'd you do it?
I would insert one here, and then I'll put a little sound effect here of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So you tying up through the dogs. Boy is very adamant he is coming with you. You've had your long rest. What do you do?
We go up.
Start heading up.
How many leaves did you give me, Pignut?
What's 20 divided by 3? So should I give 6 to yeah,
6
and I'll
each
keep
would be
8.
18, and then you'd have an extra 2.
And they
Yes,
only
I'll
last
keep
24
8.
hours, though, don't they?
Oh, do
Yes, they do. So
Your ones from yesterday knock
they're
them
dead.
off.
Yeah. So I've got
Right.
20. Yeah.
They're shriveled.
Yeah.
Thanks. I love that.
So, as you climb up the mountains, there's a howling wind that whips across the side of this, blowing snow up into your face. You have to be careful as the stones that you cross and the compact snow is icy and slippery. Ahead of you, as you cross the slope, sort of at an angle, following a natural path, you can see several mountain goats sort of stood on sort of sheer cliffs, bleating as you wander by over the first sort of hour of traveled. Boy following you're following Boy, who seems to know the direction. And you do remember Keegan saying that this is a trek that Garrett has done before. So it would presume that Boy has probably done this as well. As you carry up the mountainside, you're about 100 feet up the mountain when you cross almost like a snowfield, diagonal across the mountain snowfield, glistening with patched snow and ice. And as you're crossing it, you get about halfway across when you hear a crack and a rumble from higher up in the mountain. And as you are crossing the snowfield, you look and you can see plumes of snow as it starts to move and rumble the earth beneath you, as an avalanche starts to plummet down the mountain towards you all. You are in this, you can see that this snowfield is about 20 foot across. It's about the same size as this avalanche that is 1,000 feet above you, racing down the mountain towards you. What do you all do?
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
You are about 200 feet. So it's to cross this sort of expanse to get to where you can see some rugged outcroppings where you could probably duck in for cover or continue around the side of the mountain, getting out of the way. You start pelting it across the snow. Is there anything you can do or you want to do to increase your speed as you travel this 200 feet as the avalanche plummets down towards you?
What if we went back?
So you're about halfway across the snowfield. Sorry, it's about 200
yeah.
feet.
So
to the
we've
other
got
side.
200 feet to go. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
60. I could make it across in about 4 turns.
What?
Yeah.
200 divided by... Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
you did 2, you did a movement and then doubled it. So that would
Of
be
course, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 180, and then 4 would just be just over 200.
Leg it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to help. It's just gotta have to bluntly run.
So
Yeah.
you all spend your first action and movement to get 60 feet. You can all move 60
80.
feet. You can move 80.
But can I don't know who to help because I probably can't help both. Is there anything I can do to like almost drag them? So like instead of me being like 80, they get to move an additional like
Just slow you down. Just dig us
10
out later.
10 feet. What do you think?
If you wanted to use something, a key point to use Step of the Wind, I'd say you'd be able to drag them 80 feet with you. With your increased
Okay,
speed.
let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each
So you
turn,
all
if we
moved
continue to
80
run.
feet forward. This snowdrift falls. It's about halfway down the mountain towards you. It's already moved about 500 feet towards you. You have got 120 feet to move in about maybe a round and a half. I'm going to get some initiatives to see if you can make it this final leg. So everyone roll initiative for me. Let me grab your initiatives. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, fine. Sorry, I thought I knocked my speaker off. Anyone above 20?
I got 20.
20. For Bask. 15 to 20? 10 to 15?
11.
11.
8.
Pig and Taupe. So it's going to move there and there. So mechanically, the avalanche is going to move twice more, potentially hitting you all on the final one, depending on a roll of a dice. It will move on an initiative 10 and initiative 0. So, Baskia, what do you do? You're about 120 feet away from the edge of this.
I kind of want to do the same thing. So I want to just book it. I have nothing that I can do other than just going.
Okay.
So if I use Step of the Wind, oh God, I don't know whether to get out. Oh, I don't want to get hurt. No, I'm just going to drag them with me. If they allow it, I'm just going to do it so we can move another 80 feet. Then we're 160 feet. So then we've only got 40 feet to go.
Okay. So, with Baskia helping you, the three of you will be able to move 80 feet as a unit, using your action and your movement. Pignut, are you able to use your action or bonus action to do anything to increase that?
Yes. Can I use Zucchini Strike? To also known as Zephyr Strike. As a bonus action, I'm just going to eat a zucchini as we run, and that's going to make me move like the wind. And it doubles my walking speed for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if that can help.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you going to use that individually, or are you going to try and spread that across everyone?
Can I share the zucchini around?
So
it's a self thing, so maybe not. I don't know.
I'll say using it to drag to help. If you burn that would get you. That would move you potentially either just over or just before your sort of threshold of safety. So they're rather moving everyone 80 feet, it moves everyone 100 feet.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. As you do that, you're moving, you're pulling yourself together. Baskia, you're channeling the way of the open hand, channeling your inner energies. You're able to move quicker, your instincts, you're moving and darting, looking for the best places to put footholds, guiding the rest of the troop. Your zucchini has just given you pure adrenaline. You feel stronger, quicker, and you're able to drag yourself and Topiary quicker through the snow. You see that the avalanche moves as it's about 200 feet away from you all. Topiary, is there anything you want to do to get you over that threshold?
So I don't think there's, apart from running forward.
Mm-hmm.
And can I drag them?
Yeah, that's part of it. So I will say it's that to the wire. And I'm going to need one, because of the resources you've used and the way you've moved, I'll give you all advantage on a dexterity saving throw. I'll make it a dexterity or a strength saving throw to throw yourself behind a huge rock outcrop and away from this avalanche. DC 14. You can make a strength save or a dex save.
You can do it, Pignut.
Because I can't do guidance on both of you, sorry, but so I'll cast guidance on Pignut.
Guidance.
You'll be
action.
fine, Baskia.
Guidance is an action.
Is it? Oh, no, never mind.
So you wouldn't be able to use it.
I'll just say
we can do it. We've got this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And boys with us, I assume?
Boys with this, he's got a quicker speed than you guys, so he's able to keep up.
That advantage was super helpful. It's a 5 and then a natural 18.
Great.
Nice. 19.
19.
Oh, no. 4.
No, but the other one was a 7, so that's 13.
13. Topiary and Baskia, you managed to pull yourself into the outcrop. You're dragging, you see Pignut, who's throwing themselves, falls into some loose, uncompacted snow and stumbles forward. Before you're able to turn around, he vanishes into the white of the avalanche. I need a strength saving throw from you, Pignut, as you are swept into this avalanche.
Is there any way I can use my strength to keep hold of him?
I will, roll me an athletics check. DC 14.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
11.
So you're unable to hold on to him. You feel Pignut's grip fall from your fingertips as you let go of his paw, and he disappears into the icy avalanche in front of you. Pignut, you tumble probably about 50 feet before you're in this, tumbling over and over before you're able to find purchase, grabbing, smacking into the side of a large boulder. You're going to take half damage.
I feel at this point like this is like, I don't know what you think, DM, but an avalanche like this, and knowing like he saw an avalanche in when he touched the gem, like there's like a bit of a disconnect between what the past and the present, and it's just it's a bit overwhelming for him.
100%. So you smack into this boulder, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you see in this moment, maybe you fall unconscious. Maybe you, what are my words? What am I trying to say? Yeah, you find yourself, after hitting the stone, standing on, not on snow, but on wood. And you can feel the lurching movement of the ocean beneath you. And as you look off the side of this ship, this large sailing ship. You see white cliffs. Along the edge of it, you see little plumes of smoke, little towns, hovels, and tents. You feel a hand on your shoulder. And you turn around and you see a large, tall figure. Not a giant. They are not giant. They are normal size. You are just incredibly small. A boy, a child. As you look up and you see a figure towering over you. A smile on their face, not menacing, but kind and warm. A bandana tied around their head, 2 large ears above them. As you both look, as you look up, and then you look out towards the towns and the villages, cracks form across the white cliffs, and the villages begin to fall, plummeting on the ice shelf into the icy water. Topiary and Baskia, what do you do?
As soon as... Oh, go on, you go.
Okay, I want to cast Detect Magic and use that, run down after him and use that to try and locate him, assuming he's got some magical items on him. Has he? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be running down and have my pickaxe ready to dig him out if I sense wherever he is.
I'll be fully alongside, like, storming it down there.
Pignut, do you have any magical items on you?
I think I do.
Okay.
Let me actually. Maybe I have I have a spellcasting focus.
Okay. Roll me
That's
a
it.
let's have a look. Just roll me a wisdom check. Sorry, this is for Topiary, sorry.
Right, give him 3. No, 5. Sorry, 5.
It takes you a while to find Pignut. Pignut, could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. It's about an hour until you find Pignut. You find him unconscious at the base of a large stone, half covered in snow. You can only see sort of a hand and a bit of a snout and a bit of his face kind of coming out of the snow as you start to pull and dig him out. Pignut, you start to wake as you see the waves created by these ice shafts falling into the ocean. And these waves are about to capsize this ship you're on. And just before it does, you wake. And you can see your friends above you.
He's just gonna go, and he's just gonna, like, if he can, he's just gonna sort of, that adrenaline of being where he's just gonna grab hold of whoever's closest and just hold them, shaking.
Hold him.
I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'm gonna make a little sandwich, Pignut sandwich.
Group hug.
Pignut sandwich. I don't like avalanches. I saw something. I think I saw. My family member, somebody with kind eyes, but I saw an avalanche too, and I looked like me, but you know, a little bit healthier. Maybe this is how I died, how my family died. I don't know. I don't like avalanches. And then he can't cry, because he's got no moisture in his eyes. But he'll just bury his head in whatever. And Granny Topes' like skirt, just be like, "Thank you for finding me."
No, Avalanche could keep the cup flickers apart for long.
And I'm going to say,
You'll be fine, Pignut.
and cast Healing Word.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1d4 plus 3. Shit. 4.
That's great. I feel fine. Are you guys okay?
We are physically, but I was pretty scared when you. Let's. Maybe we need to. That was horrible. I'm really glad that you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. If anything, maybe I got to see someone from my past. It's a good thing.
That's true. That's such a good way of looking at it. Where's the dog?
It's sort of like in amongst the sandwich, underneath your feet, looking up and panting slightly.
It's Pignut.
No, we've got a mission to do. We can keep going. I feel fine.
Do you look all right? Do you need some lettuce? Do you need some lettuce?
No, I'm fine. Honestly, I mean, Pignut never looks all right, but but he's fine. No, yeah. Come on, boy.
As you continue up the mountain, letting Boy guide you, you find there's this steep, snow-covered, like ice shelf, or sort of cliff. They're like steps. There's like a cliff probably about 30 feet above that. They're like little steps on the side of the mountain that you get to, and you can see you're going to have to eventually zigzag up around that and go up and down these sort of shelves of the mountain to get higher. However, as you reach this slope, dotted with jagged rocks, you can see lying down in the ground, face down, barely conscious, is a man. You can see his back slowly rising and haltling falling. Scraggly brown hair. Side of his face probably has sort of a bit of an unkempt beard. Quite broad shoulders, well built. No pack. You can see on his back blood has stained his cloak, his winter cloak, and you can see gashes across it. A huge claw mark going from top of his shoulder to the back of his lower back. Boy bounds over to them.
Yeah, we all follow.
Yeah, can I bound over and just initially cast, I mean, I don't know if this is the relevant thing to in this situation, but spare the dying.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure
as you reach down to cast Spare the Dying, you hear, "Boy, you came back to me." As you see sort of a limp, weak arm reaches up and puts his hand around the dog, who sort of gets on all four, gets onto his hinds, onto his belly, and curls up and sort of nudges this man, trying to get him to turn over.
I try and sort of help with that.
As both you and Topiary put arms on him, he flinches and turns and looks, his eyes sort of glassy and glazed over. "And you brought help." And you sort of help him up, maybe sort of lean him up against the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, somewhere a little bit more sheltered than where he's been, if possible.
You can see he is roughed up. Like he is hit points wise, like mechanically, barely any hit points.
Okay, I'm going to be like,
"You're going to be fine. We're here now."
and I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level. Actually, no, I'm going to
preparing
take
a salad.
I'm going to take 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing to also heal Pignut.
Okay.
I'm honestly not that bad.
Just no, I'm going to cast it anyway.
Okay.
2d8. There they are. +3.
So
6, 9.
9. So over the next 10
Okay.
minutes, while Topiary is doing this, he's sort of in and out of consciousness. Is there anything anyone does over this next 10 minutes, or would you just wait it out?
I'll give him maybe 5 lettuce leaves that I've got. So I've got 3 left.
I want to try and get him warmer. So, I mean, I literally don't know if there's any kind of area of dryness, like anything that I could use to make a fire. Probably not. It seems pretty rough up here, but if there's anything I can do. If not, I will like pile like my cloak that I'm not really using anymore, all of that round him to try
Roll
and
me
keep
a
him
survival
warm.
check.
Cool. Fucking dice, man. What's happening? We're trying to save someone. Come on. Survival is a 6.
You're unable to start a fire here, but you manage to throw your cloaks over the next 10 minutes.
And I'll encourage Boy to like get under with him as well,
Yeah.
so that he gets Boy's warmth and stuff too.
And over the next 10 minutes, he wakes and he sort of comes to, healing him. He feels he breathes a bit deeper, a bit clearer. His eyes go from that glassy sheen and starts to focus on you all. I knew I could always rely on Boy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Garrett. How could I ever repay you for what you've done? Oh,
There's someone at home who's pretty worried about you as well. We knew that you were here because, well, Boy predominantly, but we met Keegan as well, who's also very worried. But fine, he's fine. Just really worried
shit,
about
he's
you.
never going to let me leave the house again.
I did
Damn.
get that vibe. Yeah, I think you might have your work cut out for you.
Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me, and I don't want you to think that your efforts are in vain, but I still have work to do. I need to find the people I was traveling with. I have to continue to climb to find them. They were my charges. I was employed with them. I can't see them. I need to know what happened to them and make sure that they're all right. It was awful.
What happened? Tell us about it.
I was climbing with these 3 adventurers, trying to find some resting site or site of significance to the frost giants. When we were attacked by a yeti, fierce. I've never seen one so. They're angry creatures, usually, but this one was as if we were passing on its territory and it would do anything to rid us of this place, rid us from this place. He attacked me and I tried to drag him away, but he got his claws on Mockingo, Goliath man, who was trying to reach this place. I believe he called it Jalmut. But he was swept to one side. But I managed to pull this creature down with me. The other 2 fled. And I pulled this yeti down with me until I reached this cliff. There was only one way to go, and it was down. So I took that leap. And that's the last of it. That and the final strike it got. And you see him reaching towards the gashes across his back. I need to find what happened to them.
Wait a second. And also, is he massive? Like, like I know he's like what's his build? Like what he's just
He's
described?
human.
Like,
He's human. He's just he's a stocky human. Like he's a climber. He's
wow.
Do we see a Yeti corpse around?
You do not see a Yeti corpse.
Okay.
Ruh-roh. Are you saying you jumped from to save? This is blowing Baskia's mind that someone has like done something that heroic. Like, this is awesome.
He looks up and it's like a 30-foot drop, and he's jumped off this little cliff to try and, after being chased by this Yeti away from the other adventurers.
You're so brave. Maybe a little bit stupid, but you're so brave.
I don't know. I was employed to protect these people and to guide them up this mountain. I couldn't let them fall under my charge.
Is the Yeti dead?
I don't believe so. That's why we have to go. I have to go. You are not. It is not your responsibility. Thank you. You have healed me. I'm sure I can make it from here myself. And he sort of starts to try and stand.
All right. Well, good luck.
I'm not going to let him go. I'm going to pull him back. Don't be silly.
Who are these other two? What's their names? Describe them. We'll find them.
It is not your responsibility. I will at least accompany you up this mountain. They are Puraloo fish finger.
Stop it. Stop it immediately.
Puraloo fish finger. Absolutely enamored with Mockingo. Halfling woman would travel everywhere with him.
Halfling and a Goliath. Oh, I love it.
And Asterix, tiefling, mumbled a lot, sweared more. I don't really know much about her, but I saw her fled. As I looked behind me, she fled upwards, up the mountain, higher into the reaches.
Wait.
Yeah.
Go on.
We can find them, absolutely. And if you're well enough to come with us, then okay. But
it does not matter what state I am in. I will come with you.
Oh, okay. We've come across a
check
few...
for me.
Oh. Dirty 20?
He is not well enough to go with you. He will slow you down. He is not well.
I say this with all, due respect, because you're a very heroic man and you've already saved these 3 people. But don't be stupid! You can't do it! Look at yourself!
Roll me an intimidation or a persuasion check.
Oh, great. 6!
He sort of looks at you with gritted teeth and sort of starts to stand but falters. Fine. But you go and you find him. I will not leave this spot until you bring him back. You understand me?
Can I insight check this guy? Like,
yeah, of course.
Why does he want to find them so badly? Like, is this genuinely because he's like, I'm being paid to do this and I feel very honor bound? Or is there something else?
Roll an insight.
Okay. I get advantage. Ooh. Natural 19 for a 23.
23. He is being genuine. He realizes the fact that he is not fit for this. And there's a frustration there that he doesn't have faith in you that you will be able to do this, but he can see that he doesn't have another option because of the state he is in.
Pignut's absolutely right. Look, if you want to help us, and obviously you do, and I wish that you could come with us, because honestly, it feels like I could probably learn some stuff from you. It sounded amazing. But what we need to know is where they are. Tell us what you know about this place. Like, how are we going to get there in the best way? You've been here before. You know where they are. Tell us everything to make it easier for us to get there and make sure that we succeed.
This path here, it zigzags the rest of the way. You will reach frozen caves, and higher above that there is a camp where many people rest. The path is clear but dangerous. You will need your wits about you to not fall and to not succumb to the exhaustion of the climb. And whatever you do, beware the Yeti who has moved into this mountain. Avoid him at any costs.
Yes, sir.
What?
Did the Yeti have like a golden handprint on it by any chance?
I did not have time to look to see if it had any tribal markings, no.
Can I reach into the crevices of my shawl and I'm going to take out some bark and a little bottle. Behave, Mark. Have an armpit. I'm going to take, some bark and a little bottle, and I will hand it to him, and I will say,
Garrett, we will meet you back at the tent. You must shelter there with your dogs. And here, some willow bark for you to chew upon, and a mixture of radish and bishop's worm, and helenium and leek for the pain.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
12.
12. He looks at this herbalist. Fine.
Insight check. Is he going to actually take it?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Can I cast guidance?
It will be obvious you're casting guidance.
I warned you, I'm very, very insightful, but
It seems more like I'm telling myself that. And cast guidance. Oh my god! Natural 1 and a 1.
Every time you cast guidance, you get a nat 1.
All my
He's
dice are bad today.
You don't get a read if he's going to have this or not, but he sort of stands there, he looks at you oddly. I pray that you are obviously skilled enough to come up this mountain, to travel across from Targos. I pray that you are strong enough to continue the climb. Please, bring these poor souls back. Come on, boy. Let's go find shelter at the base.
Is he chewing on the bark as he goes?
As he walks away, roll a perception.
Wow, 22.
22. He's just about to turn the corner, and he looks at the bark and he throws it.
Not
no.
cool.
Oh no.
So,
Oh.
you find yourself alone and with directions to the next part of the mountain to hopefully find the 3 explorers: Mockingo, Perilou Fishfinger, and Asterix.
God's sake. Which one's Fishfinger? The little
Halfling, the
Okay.
female halfling. So as you continue the zigzagging climb up this mountain, you are faced with jagged rocks narrow pathways with sheer drops to one side, bitter wind blowing, threatening to blow you off the mountain. Over the next hour as you climb, I need you all to make a athletics check or face exhaustion as you continue this climb.
Nat 20.
11.
11.
Oh, climbing is the same movement for me. Does that matter?
You'll get advantage then.
Great.
And Topiary, what did you get?
11. Can
11.
I use my earth walk to move over difficult terrain? Can I use that to any advantage?
I'll let you roll advantage as well.
Sweet.
Earth walk.
Sorry, what's Earthwalk?
Just an old hag trick.
Oh.
What were your new rolls?
18.
Mine's still 11. I rolled a 2.
11 is fine, and you all succeed, and you move for the next hour up this perilous climb until you reach a small plateau. You can see over to one side into the side of the mountain, a yawning cave, shards of ice hanging. There's a slight sheen to it all. Also, we need to remind ourselves you guys are having to travel with some sort of light source. For those of you who don't have dark vision,
Okay, I'll have a torch.
Yeah, I'll have light cast on it.
FYI, everyone will know that Pignut now has dark vision.
Ooh.
So yeah, he'll probably stick to the dark more.
How
out of
did
the
you
light.
get dark vision? And I'm sorry that I don't know that either.
Oh my god!
it's because he's a ranger.
It's my new class feature.
Oh, barbarians are cool. What?
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 Get out.
I love you.
And as you stand, there are two paths in front of you, one that continues up the mountain to the peak, which is not too far, as well as this icy cave. From the icy cave, you can hear grunts and like a like a grunty laughter.
Like a Yeti's laughter?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do we know if Yetis can speak? Oh wait.
You would have to roll me a nature or arcana check.
I'm gonna think it wouldn't matter if they were awakened. Wow, I got a natural 20, so that's 19.
Yetis speak their own language. Yetis are not beasts as well. They're not cast as sort of like animals. They are a monstrosity, I believe, off the top of my head. I will correct that at some later point. But they don't fall into the category of like beasts. So like speak with animals wouldn't work with them, for example. But yes, this could be a Yeti making noises. Make a insight or a perception check. Anyone can do that.
Can we all do it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do insight.
Yeah, same.
Ooh, 24. This dice is staying.
21 perception.
19 insight.
You all hear amongst this laughter. Please. No, stop, no more, please stop. And then you hear no. And a little cry and a whimper echoing out of this cave.
Alrighty.
They're being tortured. We found them.
Let's sneak up on him.
And I'm gonna cast merge pass without trace on
Okay. It would cover all of you.
Yeah.
As long as you stay together. All right. So as you move into the icy caves, I want a stealth check from everyone.
Could I also hang out into the dark, into the shadows?
Yeah,
Possible
easy
to
enough.
try
You'd have
and-
to extinguish the torch.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
well,
put
no, if-
mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
does that mean
gonna-
somebody can't see though?
Yeah, but I've got this glow, haven't I, from the
Yeah, you got a faint glow, which is like a
Oh, yeah.
10-foot sort of circle around you.
dim. So 5 foot light and
Mhm.
5 foot dim light.
Yeah,
on
so it's
top
like
of that.
it's 10 foot out, dim, then full
Yes.
light. Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to cast anything? Can I? No, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Sorry.
Cool. So I need stealth checks from everyone plus 10 because of pass without a trace.
Christ. Yeah. 17.
17.
26.
18.
18. As you enter this cave, you are met with sort of a fork that goes left and right, though they wrap around and lead to the same place. You can see that there are two thin, icy bridges that sort of go round these corners over this large crevasse between them. They're safe to cross, but not very big. They're sort of like a foot or two wide. And as you slowly creep across these icy bridges and round the corner, you can see you've got a little bit of those with dark vision. You can see a small white bundle of fur running around this chamber, which is making this laughing noise. This small yeti dancing around a smaller halfling woman in the fetal position, as every now and again the tiny yeti, the yeti tyke, kicks the figure like a football and she slides across the ice to the other side, goes around, kicks them the other way.
Oh, so not cool.
In the other, at the far side of the room, you can see sat on some boulders is a large yeti watching this happen, smiling, laughing as well every now and again. A mother watching their child playing with a halfling football. And that's where we're going to end.
That's horrific.
I think I've met this parent before.
Oh my god.